Today we're going to look into Monologue, super exciting dot indicator update that I've been working on for the last 3 months. And I just wanted to show this to you. So for those of you who don't know, Monologue is this amazing dictation app for macOS and iOS. And it works like the following. You have an app that you want to write something into or dictate into. And in the previous version, we had this monophone indicator, and I press my shortcut key and just say, hey, this is a quick test. So you can see it comes out. And if I let it go, it just enters whatever I said right there. Super useful. But we reworked this for a couple of reasons, and we now have this beautiful dot indicator. And the cool thing about this is that it follows you around depending on the app that you're going. So you can see there's this little dot now. And as I say something here again, this is a quick test. You can see it is right there, always right next to your text caret. But it doesn't get into the way if you write something yourself. For example, hey, this is a quick test. It's gone. It's like out of the way. And then it slowly reappears again. So you can always see where text that you dictate gets inserted. And as you can see, it shows like a bunch of different states. Like when you record, it shows this. You can also go into a hands-free mode for when you don't want to keep pressing the key. It's the space bar. And then you're in this mode and you can just like go around, go into different apps, and this will just follow you. So for example, you can see it's like here, and depending on where I click, it will enter the text in there as well. And back here, you can see it has this UI, and you can also just like confirm it with a mouse click. And it gets inserted super fast. The cool thing about this dot here is that you also have some little options here. You have the different modes right available. You don't have to open the Monologue app for this anymore. You also can hide it for the app if you don't want to have this indicator in the app. It can also be annoying, I get that. So you can just hide it. And you can open the settings or report a problem. And that's basically it. And you can also use it to record right from here without using your keyboard shortcut. So this works, as you can see, in apps like Obsidian and things, where I can also just say, buy milk. So this works really nicely. But there are also some apps in which we can't get the accessibility tree, which is needed for getting the caret position. So basically how this works is the macOS is giving us information about the accessibility tree of each app. So it can say us, hey, here's a text field. This text field is selected. It is focused. The user is in it. It is this big, and the caret is here. And that's basically what we use to show the dot right next to it. But that is not always possible, because in some apps, especially apps that are not native, they don't really communicate this data. But as you can see, we used Obsidian before, and it worked because Obsidian is using Electron under the hood, and Electron is also communicating this data to us. So it's not just working for non-native apps, for native apps, but also non-native apps. And here's another example, Ghostty, where we actually can't make out where the caret is because this app is not telling us. So it is defaulting to just showing this little dot here. As I said before, you can also just click on it and hide it if you don't like it here. When we activate it, it looks something like this. So kind of the same behavior as before. And one more cool thing is, if you don't like this position because there's like UI, depending on the app, right, you can just like drag it around the corners wherever it makes sense, depending on the app that you're on. And yeah, why we were working on this, why did we change this? So for a lot of people, the Monologue here was a little bit too annoying, too on the nose. It was always in the way. You didn't really need it to be there, but we wanted to have something like this always with you. So you get reminded that Monologue is there and Monologue is listening. And if you want to, right, you can just click your key and it starts. So that works really well. But while this is a good reminder that Monologue is there, the old version was too annoying. So we look for something that's like more subtle. And especially if you try to use Monologue, like getting to the flow of using Monologue because you never used some tool like this before, this is really helpful because you can see, oh, right, I actually can just use dictation instead of just typing this myself. So that's kind of the idea behind it and how we built it. And yeah, please let me know if you have any more questions in the comments or wherever. And if you want, I can also make another video that dives a little bit deeper into how this actually works under the hood. And before I forgot to end this video, I really want to say shout out to Naveen. Thanks so much for letting me come up with this idea, experiment with this idea. He got me so much room to experiment with a new interface that replaces the monophone. And when I told him about this idea, he got super excited and already on board. It took a long time to run experiments, refine it. We had a bunch of versions that didn't work well for us. But we're really happy to ship this now how it is. And I'm just like super grateful that he gave me the room to experiment this. And yeah, we finally shipped this. So yeah, I'm super excited to have it out now. Let me know what you think about it and have fun with it.